What's going on, Imperials? Sun and Moon are a breath of fresh air in the Pokemon world that has just enough familiarity to make it feel like home. One of the many traditions that these games follow is one that started in Platinum version, with the character Looker appearing in the post-game. He's had various missions over the years for the International Police, but this time he's helping to track down all of the Ultra Beasts. But he's not alone this time, he's got a partner in Annabelle. As you continue the mission, it slowly unfolds that Annabelle is a little more than she seems, and, like the Ultra Beasts, came to this world through an Ultra wormhole. As Looker explains, Annabelle was washed up on the shore and could only remember 4 things. Her name was Annabelle, she was from the Hoenn region, she used to protect some kind of tower, and that she was a powerful trainer. This of course refers to the Battle Frontier's Battle Tower, where Annabelle served as its frontier brain. If all of this sounds eerily familiar, then you may be remembering that the exact same thing happened to Looker in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. You come across him on the shores of the Battle Resort, where he has no memory of who he is, only that he has an important mission. Later, once taken inside, he reiterates the importance of completing his task, even though he doesn't recall what it is, and gives you the Audinite. Then, that's it. There's no more anyone says or remembers about the event. At the time, we couldn't really understand the significance of it, but it's clear now that the developers were hinting at Ultra wormholes and their substantial role that they would play in the stories and the next Pokemon games. But what does this mean for Looker? He obviously fell through one of these wormholes, but from where? We know he ended up in Hoenn, but from the dialogue in Sun and Moon, we also know that he was in Alola 10 years ago. And we know it was this version of Alola because he interacts with Nanu, and they both act like old acquaintances and remember the same events. Unless you're telling me that the multiverse theory allows for universes to be so close in events to one another that 2 people from different universes can interact without even knowing anything's amiss. Looker says that part of the reason for his partnership with Annabelle is because Ultra Beasts are attracted to fallers, or people that have gone through an Ultra wormhole. But what if having her as a partner is just a cover to hide the fact that he's a faller? Then what he told you would still be true, from a certain point of view. It may even be that he doesn't remember falling through the Ultra wormhole and is simply driven to investigate them from his subconscious. But wait, because of Wally's appearance in the Battle Tree, we also know that Sun and Moon take place only a short time after Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, so Looker couldn't have been in Alola if he only recently traveled to this world. That is, unless he was already here. We know Looker was in Alola 10 years ago, and that recently he washed up in Hoenn through a wormhole. So what could have happened in that time that would have caused such a strange occurrence? I believe the answer is Annabelle. Having been partners for so long, Looker would have gotten to know Annabelle and been able to pick her brain about the Ultra wormholes and the universe from which she came. Upon studying the Ultra wormholes, Looker may have finally found a way to get Annabelle home, or at least that's what he thought, and decided to test the process, transporting himself to another universe. Is that how he washed up in Hoenn? Personally, I don't think so. I think that was his return to his universe after his initial departure. It could be that he made it to Annabelle's universe and was able to explore the Hoenn of Emerald version before coming home. Or he may have failed to reach his destination and returned after an unsuccessful mission. But what about the Audinite? This of course means that Looker had to originate from a universe with Mega Evolution. But it may be that Looker used the Mega Stone as a means of connection to his universe. This could mean one of 2 things. The first is in navigating the Ultra wormholes, he needed it as a familiar tether to his universe to ensure he returned to the right one. With seemingly infinite universes, it could be tricky getting back to the right one. The second is that he could have used it as a means of remembering. Annabelle had just a few broken memories and never seemed to be able to uncover more about her previous life, and Looker would have known this, so it may be that he had an object with him to help keep his mind together while he was searching the multiverse. That's another reason I believe Looker washed up when returning to his native universe, because Annabelle never fully recovered her memories, but despite some temporary amnesia, Looker was able to recount events that happened a decade ago. It stands to reason that the memory loss would not hold when in your own reality. After all, the player doesn't lose any memories after coming back from their wormhole experience. So I believe Looker willingly chose to investigate travel through an Ultra wormhole, whether to look for Annabelle's lost home, or simply to attempt to better understand them and the Ultra Beasts. Despite having the Delta episode, we never connected what happened to Looker with the multiverse theory. With this added to his resume, it only furthers the comparisons people have drawn between Looker and the Doctor. What I don't know for sure is why Ultra Wormholes seem to prefer Hoenn and Alola. Come to think of it, was the Devon Corporation trying to create an Ultra Wormhole to get rid of the asteroid? Are they the cause of all the Ultra Wormholes in the first place? Maybe that's best left for another theory. This is not a big theory, or even necessarily a correct one. It's just some of my thoughts on one of the many mysteries in the Pokemon games. If you have alternate theories on what really happened to Looker, I'd love to hear about them down in the comments below. Also be sure to leave a like, share this video, and subscribe so that you can become an Imperial today.